Your neighbor just did what most people think is the smartest financial move of their life. He paid off his mortgage. Zero debt. Feels like freedom, right? But 6 months later, he loses his job. Suddenly, that dream home is a trap. $500,000 locked inside walls he can't touch. No income, no emergency savings. This isn't rare. It's happening to thousands of people every day who thought they were safe. And today, I'm going to show you why paying off your mortgage could be the most dangerous move on your balance sheet, and how to protect yourself while actually building real wealth. Later in this video, I'll show you a simple move that could turn a $1,000 monthly mortgage payment into a $2.3 million fortune without touching your house. Let's start with a simple truth. Your house is not your wealth. It's a vault. Money you pour into it disappears from your hands. It produces nothing. No dividends, no interest, just bricks locked away, doing nothing until the bank allows you to access them. When you rush to pay off a mortgage, you trade liquidity, flexibility, and opportunity for a feeling of safety. And that feeling, it is expensive. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly why the person with a mortgage and invested cash is 10 times safer than someone with a paid-off house, and it's not what you think. Let me paint a picture. Meet Saleha. She's 45, makes $90,000 a year, and has a $300,000 mortgage at 3.5%. She feels responsible and starts sending an extra $1,000 per month toward principal. She's proud. She's disciplined. Fast forward 8 years, she loses her job. Her emergency savings are almost gone. Her equity? $500,000 locked in the house she can't touch. She's trapped. Stress, panic, uncertainty, all because she prioritized feeling debt-free over financial security. Keep watching, because I'll show you what happens when Sarah does the exact opposite and why that scenario actually builds wealth and safety. Now, imagine a different Sarah. Same income, same mortgage, same extra $1,000 per month, but instead of paying down principal, she invests it in a low-cost S&P 500 index fund while maintaining a cash emergency buffer. 8 years later, she has over $120,000 in accessible investments. She loses her job? Calm. She sells a little each month to cover expenses. She keeps her house. No panic, no desperation. The only difference? Where the extra money went. One Sarah lost control, the other kept it. Later, I'll show you exactly how to take that same $1,000 and turn it into more than $2 million over 30 years. With math you can verify yourself. This is why liquidity is the real risk. Most people define risk as owing money. I define risk as not having access to your money when you need it most. A paid-off house looks safe until it's not. Meanwhile, a modest mortgage combined with invested cash gives you options, power, and true financial security. Let's break this down numerically. Say you have $2,000 extra per month. Send it to a mortgage at 3.5% interest, you save $70 per month in interest. Invest it at 8% in a broad index fund, you earn $160 per month compounding. Over 30 years, the difference? More than $1.5 million in wealth. That's the invisible cost of wanting to feel debt-free, and most people never even calculate it. If you think $1.5 million is too big to imagine, wait until you see what compounding over 30 years can do, even if the market crashes halfway through. Inflation is another ally if you manage your mortgage correctly. A 30-year fixed mortgage doesn't change, but the dollar's value erodes over time. That $2,000 monthly payment today, in 20 to 30 years, its purchasing power could shrink to roughly $800 in today's dollars. You're paying back the bank with weaker money, while your investments compound in real terms. Pay it off early, and you hand the bank dollars that are worth far more than they will be in the future. You're literally giving away wealth. In just a few minutes, I'm going to show you a 3-step system that could make your mortgage the most profitable tool in your financial arsenal. Let's talk about psychology, because this is where most people fail. People rush to pay off their mortgages because of fear, pride, or social pressure. Debt is bad, we were taught. Pay it off early, be responsible. But financial decisions aren't about morality, they're about strategy. That feeling of safety? It's deceptive. It often destroys more wealth than it creates. Consider the behavioral trap called Parkinson's Law. Expenses expand to fill your income. The moment that mortgage disappears, most people don't invest the extra money. They upgrade their car, take more vacations, buy what they've been putting off. That freedom you earned by paying off your house, it's absorbed by lifestyle inflation. You never actually grow your wealth. I'll show you how to avoid this trap and actually force yourself to invest without even thinking about it. Now, let's examine the opportunity cost in detail. Take Sarah's extra $1,000 per month. Pay it to the mortgage for 15 years, saving roughly $12,000 in interest over that time. Feels good. Invest it instead at 10% annual return in an S&P 500 index fund. That same $1,000 grows to over $420,000 in 15 years. Keep investing for the full 30 years while keeping your mortgage. That portfolio could exceed $2.3 million. Meanwhile, the paid-off house, worth maybe $700,000. The emotional victory of debt-free living costs more than $1.5 million in net worth. I'll break down exactly how inflation, compounding, and liquidity interact to create this massive difference, and how you can replicate it step by step. Debt isn't evil. Low-interest mortgage debt is one of the most powerful financial tools you can use, if you understand it. Corporations use debt to amplify returns. Governments do. The wealthy do. Only the middle class is taught to rush to zero, turning a tool into a moral failure. But zero leverage is fragile. Zero liquidity is catastrophic. Let's explore asset protection, another invisible benefit. Owning a house free and clear makes you a target for creditors. Divorce, lawsuits, business disputes, accidents, your equity is visible and easy to seize. A mortgage, low equity on paper, makes you less vulnerable. Meanwhile, your real wealth is growing in investments, shielded by structure, entities, or retirement accounts. Debt creates a liability shield. It lets you look poor while actually being rich. Later, I'll give you a concrete example of how just one simple tweak to your mortgage plan can protect you from lawsuits, divorce, or even bankruptcy. What about risk? Market crashes, retirement, job loss? These are real concerns, but the exact same framework solves them. Keep a mortgage, invest the extra, and maintain a liquidity buffer. Emergencies? You can access cash immediately. Market downturn? You don't lose control. Retiring with a mortgage? Income from investments can cover payments. Functionally, you're debt-free, not by giving everything to the bank, but by having assets cover liabilities while maintaining control. That is true financial independence. Now, a practical application, step by step. 1. Keep your low-interest mortgage as long as possible. Let inflation reduce the real cost. 2. Invest every dollar you would have sent to extra principal into a low-cost, broad index fund. Automate it. Forget about it. 3. Maintain a cash buffer of at least 2 years of living expenses in accessible accounts. Emergencies don't wait, but now you're ready. Stick with me, because I'll show you how just one decision today can turn decades of mortgage payments into a multi-million-dollar fortune without ever sacrificing your home. This approach ensures liquidity, growth, and safety. It avoids the emotional trap of debt-free pride while building real, sustainable wealth. It allows you to sleep at night, knowing that no unexpected job loss, market crash, or medical bill will derail your finances. Let's revisit our examples. Sarah with the paid-off house, stressed, trapped, exposed. Sarah with a mortgage and invested cash, calm, resilient, flexible. Who would you rather be? Who would survive a financial storm? Who would build real generational wealth? One more layer, inflation and compounding together. Consider this, keeping a 30-year fixed mortgage at 3.5% while investing $1,000 monthly in 10% in the market. Over 30 years, inflation erodes your debt, while compounding grows your investments exponentially. You're not just neutralizing the cost of debt, you're turning it into a wealth-building engine. Paying it off early destroys that engine. Here's the final principle.
A house is a home, not a financial asset. Investing in productive assets, maintaining liquidity, and leveraging low-interest debt is how fortunes are built. It's boring, slow, disciplined, but it works. A trophy home is nice, but a $2 million investment portfolio is an army. Which would protect you tomorrow? Which would grow over decades? Stop optimizing for pride. Stop chasing the illusion of debt-free freedom. Optimize for flexibility, security, and long-term wealth. Discipline, patience, and compounding, not excitement or emotions, are the real edge in investing. Take action today. Keep your mortgage, invest the extra payments, build your cash buffer. Follow this framework and you'll be wealthier, safer, and calmer than 95% of people who think they're winning just because they're debt-free. They aren't winning. They're just broke with a nice house. Lazy investing and disciplined capital growth will always outperform fleeting pride and emotional spending. Don't let emotions destroy your wealth. Let principles, strategy, and patience guide you instead.